Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Cade York to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready? Hot 70, hot 70.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. Now he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes now to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Mahomes to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. They juked him, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Texans.
Here we go. Set. Ready, right?
Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
18 Rattler. Come on, come on. Set. Cowboy at 18, pioneer.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down.
Ready,
A gain of 7. And the Texans first down.
Dragon 60.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down, Houston.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Right back to Hubbard. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Chuba Hubbard from 8 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. But the Vikings at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Rimley. Hey, 15.
Now here's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
These two teams all tied after one. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready, break. Trap 50, trap 50. Let's go now. 79 bro. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Back to throw here. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
19 Lions.
Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
First down.
Come on, come on. Set.
He'll drop to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Texans 14, Vikings 7.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second down, they go again with Henry. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And Mahomes will do it himself. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And that's a hard-earned yard there as he takes a pretty good jolt at the end of that one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Henry up the middle. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Now a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Touchdown, Texans.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
21, Vikings 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
A gain of 6.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Up the middle they go. Wiggins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get... It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adonai Mitchell, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. This is 2nd and 8.
Ready? Pass to the left. Drag him 60. 19 Lions.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. It's Hubbard. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop it with authority.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Pickens on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Hubbard Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Rattler, 18 Rattler. Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Second and 3. Touchdown, Texans. Chuba Hubbard as the first half is winding down. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
28, Vikings 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Well, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Mahomes. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. Different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
This now a 3rd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Yellow. That's a lot, 80.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw is Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Milton Williams in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. That's a lot, 80.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be third and a mile. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Yeah, he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
Vikings 21.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now a toss. Hubbard going left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Texans.
Come on. Set. Ready.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They're probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
And 3 at the 32-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Waddle, 68 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Vikings 28.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards the gain for number 18. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kyle Williams, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Yellow.
Again, it's Henry. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
A 4-yard loss.
Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
There's a water, right?
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
And they will take a knee here.